Hello, it's Baz at GotAUkulele again with another instrument review. Bit of an odd one, this one. Beware to have your preconceptions of instruments changed, I think is the best way I can put it. This is a Brüko Model 9, number 9 tenor ukulele, made by the Brüko company in Germany, handmade in Germany by a guy called Hubert Pfeiffer, who's carrying on a family business for Brüko that's been producing ukuleles for over 100 years. This is with me on loan from Omega Music in the UK, who are now Brüko dealers. That is great to see because I've bought Brükos before and had to get them imported from Germany. A bit harder to get them in the US, but I do know US players who have Brükos, so it's possible. And the thing about Brüko is this is an old business and they kind of do things their own way. There are certain things that will feature on this ukulele that are just very different from anything you'll see elsewhere. I actually like that. I like that they are a family business who know what they like, make what they like, and don't necessarily follow convention. Some of those features people don't like, but I think you've got to consider it all as a package. And when you're buying a Brüko, you're buying a Brüko. You're not just buying a ukulele. So we have a fairly standard body shape, made out of solid mahogany, top, back, and sides. You'll see that the top and the back are made of a single piece of wood, and that's possible because this is quite a small tenor. And let me just show you what it looks like against. This is a Pono tenor, fairly standard sized tenor. The Brüko's pretty small compared. In fact, I can almost get this Brüko tenor into a hard concert case. So for me, it's more of a jumbo concert, not a tenor, but Brüko call it a tenor, and that's what it is to them, as I say, idiosyncratic. But it's beautifully made, solid finish, nice satin finish. Not the prettiest wood grain on the market, but it is what it is. But it feels solid, so precisely put together. Considering it's handmade, it's beautifully finished. And that's Brüko for you, I think. So we've got, again, on account of that small body size, this is a single piece of wood for the sides. A nice wooden slotted bridge mounting with a white plastic saddle. That's good to see. You might have seen my review of the Brüko 6 Soprano, which I love. That uses a wooden part of the wooden bridge mounting is actually the saddle piece, which is a bit of a pig if you want to take the action down, but this can be adjusted. It's pretty much otherwise unadorned, simple design. We've got really just that sandhole rosette and nothing else. And then I look inside, if you can see that. I do love the fact that Brüko don't use a label, they use a branding iron to put their name on, which is cool. Otherwise, very tidy inside, one or two glue spots, but nothing too serious. And for a plain ukulele, then they go and surprise you with something like this. What a beautiful neck. It's a three-piece neck, but no joints up here. We've got a stacked heel here, but then the neck piece is actually made of two side-by-side pieces, and down the middle a joint of shimmery maple, which runs the full length of the neck, through the headstock, right through the headstock, and is visible on the other side. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I like different little things like that you play at your ukulele club and people will say, oh, that's nice, that's different. I really do think that's pretty. For such a little small detail, it's just nice, a nice thing. The neck is topped with a rosewood fingerboard. It's finished absolutely brilliantly. It has got nice rolled, curved edges, no sharp edges. I cannot feel the frets. The frets are pretty slimline anyway, but it is tidy as you like. But one of the things that people may complain about, and I'm back to idiosyncrasies again, on a normal standard tenor, you're going to see sort of 18, 19, 20 frets in total. This has 12. That is a short neck. It doesn't continue over the body, but that's not really the only point. On my Pono tenor that I brought into the video a moment ago, there's about 14 or 15 frets by the time you get to the body. This is fret number 12. That isn't a lot of frets. I'd like more. I certainly would like more. That's the sort of number of frets you're going to get on a soprano ukulele, but this is a tenor. Okay, but as I say, if Brüko want to put 12 frets on it, Brüko put 12 frets on it. You're buying the Brüko idiosyncrasies. I'll forgive them. Fret markers, as you can see, inlaid, nothing for the player, which is a gripe. But there we are. Headstock is standard Martin 3-pointed crown shape. But the tuners, for a tenor having friction tuners, isn't that lovely? They're fairly standard stock friction tuners, sort of thing you'll get on a fluke or a flea. These work fine. They could be easily upgraded. And I love the fact that you then can't see the tuning buttons. It's just a nice thing having friction tuners. I think they get a bad press. I've no idea why. And there we are. A different sort of instrument. Brüko decide we make them the way we want to make them, and you know, they sell. They're very popular. The whole package is finished off with fluorocarbon strings made by Pyramid. I don't really like them. I find them quite a bit sharp, not only on the fingers but also on the ear. I would swap them out, but it's not my uke, so I will leave these on. They work just fine, to be honest, and Pyramid strings seem to have improved a lot since I first played them. Still don't really know why Brüko used them, but there we are. Oh, I didn't tell you about the nut. Wooden nut. Have you seen one of those before? Something else that Brüko put on their instruments. Bit fiddly to take the action down, but actually this is set up just right, so I've got no complaints. And that's one thing you'll find with Brükos, is they are built impeccably well, tested, and they sound great. And for all of that, for a handmade tenor instrument not made in China, £250. I think that's a bit of a bargain. Their sopranos start at 100, and I think are one of the best value solid wood sopranos that there are on the market. £250 for a solid handmade non-Chinese instrument, even if it is more of a jumbo concert to my eyes, I think is a bit of a bargain. That's a good price for something that is handmade, and I absolutely adore it. It's light, it's nicely balanced, it's easy to hold. There's a lot I like about this. That neck is absolutely sublime. The sound, typically Brüko, bright, very bright, not really warm at all. Quite a barky sound, but it's a Brüko sound. You either like it or you don't. I do like it. I like my soprano, but the minute this arrived, I spent a day playing it. Bit out of tune, my apologies. My fingers catch on these pyramid strings. I found them quite sharp. It's a strange one. It's not loud, not the loudest uke in the box, and it's got quite low sustain as well. Why am I raving about it then? I just like Brüko ukuleles. There's something about them I like. I think everyone should own a Brüko. Idiosyncratic they are, but I like what the company are doing, and it's not an off-the-shelf Chinese factory instrument. It's something different. It's not a lot of money. I would certainly check these out. I'd never played a Brüko tenor before. I played many sopranos, and this one I think is a joy. Highly recommended.